the first time I said it out loud or texted it was during the last campaign, the presidential campaign, this last one. I saw something and I texted someone I knew right away, and I said, this is a mistake. And I also said, all of this is making me want to get into politics. So the last thing that really did it was me seeing certain things, the campaign, this recent campaign, presidential campaign, and knowing that I could help, because the things that I was saying, it was happening. Like, I was saying, oh, this is a bad idea, or this is a good idea, or and the things I was saying were coming to fruition. And so it made me think, oh, this is easy. I mean, if it's this easy, then maybe I should do it. And then there was something that happened a few months ago. What
happened, Nicki?
If I wasn't going to do it before, something happened a couple months ago.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say that sometimes people can push you so much that they push you all the way into your next calling, into your next blessing, into your next life. And that's what happened with me.
What issue specifically, drew you in the most? Is it immigration? Is it the economic policy? Is it religious freedoms? What specifically, answers that calling that you talk about?
Definitely, religious freedom is something that's very important to me. But if I'm being honest, President Trump.
What about him, Nicki?
Because
what did he do?
When I saw how he was being treated over and over and over, I just couldn't handle it. Because I felt that same, a lot of that bullying and the smear campaigns and all of the lying, I felt that had been done to me for so many years. And I was watching it in real time happen to someone else. And I didn't think he deserved it. And it made me think, I can't do this anymore.
Have you ever spoken with President Trump?
I have. During the last campaign, I spoke to him briefly. I forgot exactly what they said when they called. Oh gosh, I forgot. But I remember saying I wanted to ask him some questions, and he got on the phone. He was very easy to talk to, and polite and all of that. And I asked him a few questions, because I said, with me, everything I do, I have to take an account for my fan base. And so I had recently been seeing a couple things circling online, and I just wanted to confirm with him directly. And I said, do you have a problem with the LGBT community? And I asked him if he had a problem with the Jewish community. And I asked him about women's rights. And he gave me wonderful answers to all of them, to where I knew that he respected me and he respected my fan base. And it was very, very thoughtful questions and just honest. And that's the thing with him. He just is an authentic human being. It didn't feel like he was making up an answer or trying to, make something that was going to sound good. It sounded like he really answered the question as if he and I were best friends, from 25 years ago,
Okay.
It made me feel comfortable. But at that time, I didn't come out and endorse him. I wish I did, though.
You and President Trump both like to give people nicknames.
Yeah.
President Trump refers to Gavin Newsom as Gavin Newscum. So do you.
Yep.
Can you tell me, did you come up with it first? Did President Trump come up with it first?
Thank you for asking, because a lot of the Barbs thought that I made it up. So I have to make sure this is clear. Barbs, the president made that up. I stole that nickname from him because people, like my fans know I'm a nickname person. I give everyone a nickname, especially if I don't like them. But then, no, actually, and the people I love a lot, I do give them nicknames too. But that's why Trump is so funny, because he reminds me a lot about a lot of myself in a lot of ways. So no, he called Gavin Newscum, and I thought it was hilarious. But it was a long time ago when he made that up, and he's, that's been his thing for a long time. And so when I was about to acknowledge him, recently, of course I was gonna call him Newscum. Like, I mean, it was already branded, in my opinion.
What is some of the policies in California, given you've spent a lot of time there, that makes you think Gavin Newsom is Gavin Newsom? Is it the mass amount of illegal immigration and tax dollars being spent for legal and healthcare? Is it the failure to rebuild homes in the Palisades? Is it just pro-trans ideology and pushing that on kids in schools? What stands out the most to you?
And I'm glad you asked that, because I want to make it clear. I personally don't have an issue with the trans part of the LGBT at all. I am the biggest advocate for adults being able to do whatever the heck they want to do. They're adults. I don't care. I only mentioned something because when it comes to children, I wouldn't even allow my 17-year-old daughter to get breast implants. Neither, like, and most 99% of the parents would not let their 17-year-old child get breast implants.
You're right.
So if you wouldn't let a child get breast implants, you're not going to want them to have any kind of surgery, because we all know the brain is not developed, and we've heard about 19 times more likely to commit suicide. What more do you need to know? That a child is 19 times more likely to commit suicide if they have a surgery?
Self-deletion. But the thing is, it's like, I like Nicki. Nicki's real. Even if her fan base don't like her, and that's fine. The Barbs, which are her loyal base, they going to support her regardless of what she says. It don't matter if she support Trump or not. They going to support her because they love her. And they should, and that's fine. But she not speaking no ill will of nobody. She like her LGBTQ community. She likes, you know what I'm saying? She just disagree with enforcing that on kids, and that's fine. That's like any mother would agree with that cares for her children. You wouldn't want to have your kids have a breast or a BBL, a breast implant, BBL at the age of 17. That's careless. That's crazy. That's like some of the women that be forcing their kids to get their shit cut when they like 14. Sex change and surgeries, and that's why they were, Trump was against all that, because they're kids. You can't force your kids to do something when your kids are not even in the right state of mind. I don't think our brain fully develops until we're like 24, 25. So you're making like impulsive decisions on your life that will change forever when your emotions actually stable. She's not wrong. She's not wrong here at all, and she supports what she believes is right. And everybody's gonna go against her and all this stuff, and that is what it is. What really can you do? And Nicki Minaj, she a real ass bitch. Give a fuck about a nigga. I just fuck with her so heavy now. I didn't really like Nicki Minaj before. The only reason I mess with her now is because she's calling shit out. When she sees some shit, she's saying whatever fuck's on her mind. And I like a person. I don't give a fuck if I don't like you or not. If you a real ass person and you go against the narrative because that's what everybody's telling you to follow, and then you like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to be my own person. Nobody's going to force me to become something that I'm not. No one's going to force an agenda on me. I don't care about the money. I'm rich as hell. I don't care about the fans. Whoever follows me. I respect that as a person. That's me personally. Now, if you someone that can't, you have to pretend and basically perform for the camera, then that's a different type of situation, and I don't respect that at all. That person that only smiles in your face because he's being on camera, or that person that's an a-hole for real, but they're only nice to you because they're being watched by other people. Or they say things that they really actually don't believe, like the immigration shit. Let's take this again. Just like she said, they're not against, because she's an immigrant too. She came at 4 years old. They're not against immigrants or migration. They're against illegal immigrants and illegal migration. You get what I'm saying? So those are two different things. And I think she broke down a good example here. I'm going to play it for you right here. She broke it down really good. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
How has illegal immigration impacted the Black community specifically?
Well, African Americans have finally decided find somebody else to do it. That's why they're not protesting, okay?
Facts.
They finally
Facts.
decided that they are not going to be anyone's pawn in these political games anymore, in this political theater, the political theatrics. They're not going to be bothered. They're going to be at work or at home or, creating, and that's that. And I'm very happy because where's the money? Where are the billions of dollars that were stolen, okay? Because guess what?
Right.
The people who work hard and pay taxes, they have a right to know. Like, there's no more distracting people.
That's our money.
Everyone is smarter than that. And I think that's where African Americans stand right now, is that they're not going to keep on speaking for people who, every time they get in office, they completely forget about them, and they just use them, every 4 years. Find somebody else to do it.
You called for Don Lemon's arrest. You called for Don Lemon's arrest over his church stunt in Minneapolis. He's since called you racist, unhinged, homophobic, and out of your depth. Anything you'd like to say to Don Lemon?
Cocksucker, stop.
When you're going through something,
She is a wild dog, boy. She is crazy. I fuck with her for that. Just, bro, look, she's standing on business with him. She's standing on straight business with Don Lemon. And it's so funny, like, oh, that's homophobic. Bro, she don't give a fuck. Straight up like that. What you gonna do? Straight up. Eat that. That's funny. That's funny. She even said that. She looked in the camera and said that. She mean that. Facts. And they've been even her little Barbie's been on that with the gay shit with him too. I'm like, damn, it's wild. It's wicked in the field. But Nicki did explain with the immigration shit. She said if there's somebody in your home and you didn't invite them into your home, doesn't it make sense that you would call the police or someone to get them out of your home? Because you didn't tell them to be there. She basically kind of insinuated, well, she did say directly that Donald Trump, technically, this is, say, Donald Trump's home temporarily. And his job is to get the people that was not invited out of here or uninvited. That's it. We're not, the people that were invited in or the people, you're just getting the people out. That's really the situation. And when you think about it like that, that's true. It's same as Billie Eilish. Like you said, this is stolen land. No one's illegal. Okay, that's why they going to take your shit. In that case, and it's funny because the tribes are coming out and saying that. The tribes are coming out and say, well, in that case, Billie Eilish, we need your shit. That means the tribes agree with what Trump is doing. And they the ones that suffered from the land being stolen from them. She's like, all right, if Billie Eilish says that's the case, then we need your shit. Since nobody's illegal on stolen land because y'all all stole our shit. And since you agree with that too, then we need your shit. And that's why people is up worrying. Like, that's why they not fucking with Nicki, bro. No. Now everybody turning their back on Nicki when she got a different agenda. How about y'all do this? Stay out of politics. Definitely if you don't know shit. You know how many people I argue with about China, bro? China. I literally made a post the other day about how China is so advanced. Niggas went on there, oh, the United States is more advanced in robotics. Are you fucking stupid? Google's a tool. Google is a tool. There's no way we're more advanced in China with robotics when they got robots playing golf. They got a robotics Olympics. Nigga, what is you saying? They got boxing robots. They got robotic officers patrolling traffic in real life, bro. But we are more advanced. And that's why I don't listen to people, because they don't do the research. Oh, the United States is superior. That's debatable. We're good in AI. Because who we got? We got Grok. We got ChatGPT. We damn near got in the video over here, you making the chips. But that has nothing to do with the robotics and the technology and advancement. They don't care about China over there, they don't care about the economy and shit. They don't give a fuck. They'll ruin it just to be advanced in technology. And they are. Look at their cars. Half the price, double the tech. Come on, man. That being said, I want y'all to do a review on here. I want y'all to check this interview out. This is a Katie Miller pod. And Nicki Minaj went in there. It's a good pod, bro. It breaks it down short and simple, 45 minutes. Gets right directly to the point. Nicki Minaj, real ass bitch. Real. She don't care about what people got to say. She gonna be authentic, her. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a fan of her before. I'm still not a fan, but I respect what she says because she's a real ass bitch. That's just what it is. In that case, it's your boy AngeloSavage. Make sure y'all comment below on what you feel about this conversation. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy AngeloSavage. We almost at the 2,000 sub count. Let's keep it going. Let's go. Peace.